Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this week's episode of the Dollard Hour. You know what I mean? Today, you're being entertained by your host, Jermaine Dollard. And today I have a very dear friend. I have a family member. Sorry for the disrespect. You know what I mean? My man, all the way back from the first grade. You know what I mean? We got the honorable, you know what I mean, Musa the Don in the building. Say something to the people. Introduce yourself to the people, Musa the Don.
Hey, this is Musa the Don, a.k.a. Mike D, a.k.a. The Guy, a.k.a. he messed the first part up, preschool. We talking about preschool.
We talking about preschool, ladies and gentlemen. Preschool. How about that? Hey, listen, I want you to explain to the listeners out there, you know what I mean, exactly, you know what I mean, what's your interest in podcasting and what brings you here today?
My interest in podcasting is to bring the people to awareness. A lot of black folks or a lot of people don't want to really read. So me and my man right here are readers. All we do is research and do our due diligence on current events and worldly affairs, and we want to bring that to you live.
True that. All right, well, this week's episode, we're going to be touching on various topics, you know what I mean, political issues, sports, entertainment, you know what I mean, and we also are introducing a segment, you know what I mean, where, you know what, when we get to the segment, we're going to get all into that, so I'm not even going to spoil y'all with that right now, but first and foremost, Musa the Don, like, how do you feel about what's going on in the sports world? Basketball, preferably, because for real, I'm still not watching the NFL. I am participating in the blackout. You know what I mean? I'm waiting on some justice or some changes to go on within that organization. You know what I mean? And I'm still holding out and supporting Kaepernick. So that's my stance on that one. You know what I mean? So tell me exactly what's going on with you. You know what I mean? You're an avid football player. You know what I mean? You're not participating in the band. You know what I mean? I know you're Pittsburgh Steelers fanatic. So if you want to talk about your team or anything going on in the NFL, you do that. I can't do that. But I can only discuss what's going on in basketball at this particular moment. So let me know exactly what's going on in the sports world that got you interested. And ladies and gentlemen, I have to let y'all know this is one of the only black. You are now listening to the Dollard Hour. Stay tuned. Individuals I know that as a Boston Celtics fan. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Musa the Don, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, listen, I am a Boston Celtics fan. I love the trade that they made with Kyrie. Kyrie's giving it his all. He's distributing the ball correctly. Shout out to Haywood. Recover soon, please. Get back on your feet. I know your ankle's twisted. That was a bad break, but it's part of the game, as my man says. At the same time, the NFL, I just read some things about Kaepernick saying that he may be having a contract that may be offered to him. Now, I'm not going to say what contract or what team, but I did read something about someone may be Patriots. Some may be having him come to the squad.
You know what? To interject right, I did hear something about that, but it was funny because the lawyer was the one that made that comment about somebody supposed to be giving him a contract, but then at the same time, the agent said he didn't know nothing about that. So I'm just trying to figure out, are you thinking that they're going to give him a contract off the strength because they're tired of dealing with the pressures that people from the blackout and the lost revenues of memorabilia and things of that nature, or where's he getting this information from?
In my eyes, everything is underneath the table. So a lot of times we'll hear something maybe a year before, maybe 2 years before, maybe even 2 months before, maybe even 2 weeks before, but it's something going on within the industry, within the politics, that they know that this boy, first of all, let me reiterate, he has a lawsuit against the NFL for discrimination because he took a knee. Taking a knee is your constitutional right. You do not have to.
It's not really discrimination. Sorry to, interrupt my, the good brother. It's for collusion, which basically, It's the same thing that you're trying to express, but I just didn't want to mislead the the listeners.
Okay, I'll use the word collusion. Okay, so it's a collusion so that the NFL can go ahead and take the focus off of the kneeling and put the focus on him and make him look like the bad guy. Which only thing he's doing is expressing his constitutional right. And I was in high school. I'm gonna let the public know. I was in high school and I did not stand for the flag. I did not pledge allegiance because I was taught different. I wore my kufi, which is what Muslims wear on the head wrap the head garment, and show that that you are practicing the faith. And they made me, my school, William Penn High School, made me they made me go get a letter saying that I was Muslim and saying that why I had to wear my kufi and things of that nature, because in that school you couldn't wear a hat or anything on your head. Well, I got the letter, I got the support, and I wore my kufi every day, and I felt so proud. And I never stood for the Pledge of Allegiance. Never.
Okay, good brother. You know what I mean? That was very informative. You know what I mean? So other than the political aspect of the NFL, you know what I mean? Give us a recap or your take on who possible may win the NFL, the chip this year in the NFL. Who do you like standouts, or talk about your team? Give us your take on that.
Okay. I can only speak about my team. My team is the Pittsburgh Steelers, as he just let y'all know. I think that the Pittsburgh Steelers are the best team in the world. I'm going to say it with a smile. We got 6. And at the end of the day, we have the most in the league. And I think that Juju just signed on.
That was big. I read all about that, and that was big.
Right. And I think that at the end of the day, Brown and Le'Veon got to get over it. Juju signed on, and he's a new guy coming to the organization. Let him get his accolades. Let him get his stats up. You guys are veterans. You should not be comparing to somebody who just came on your team. That's foolish. Now you're dumbing down. Dumbing down is not cool when you're already the guy. So then you're showing jealousy and enviness. I ain't gonna say jealousy. I'm gonna say enviness, because Juju got a good game. Okay, you guys got a good season. You guys got a good playoff. You guys got good stats. Juju doesn't have what you have. So at the end of the day, stop comparing yourself to people who just came on because they're new. Don't do that, because you're dumbing down. And Juju's not even making statements about y'all. Y'all are making statements about Juju. So let that be known.
Okay. That was very informative. That was fair. You know what I mean? And I would like to put out there, you know what I mean, when I was supporting the NFL, you know what I mean, I'm a lifelong fan of the Miami Dolphins, and we suck. And I'm really not rocking with the Miami Dolphins at all right this minute, because at the same time, when we lost our quarterback this year, I think Kaepernick should have been one of the first people to get a phone call to come out to Miami to help out. You know what I mean? You're going to bring a guy out of retirement and give him a whole bunch of money that he ain't worth. He ain't won nothing. He ain't about nothing. I feel like he's been a bust his whole career personally. You know what I mean? But hey, that's a whole nother story. You know what I mean? Off to the NBA. You know what I mean? I am a diehard Laker fan. You know what I mean? For sure. And it's been so much hype and everything over the boy Lonzo Ball due to his father. You know what I mean? His father is like the excellent, the best PR person you could ever buy. Like that guy is relentless of marketing and branding the big ball brand. You know what I mean? Company, and it's worked. I'm pretty sure their sales are up. They doing this, they doing that. I understand everything that's going on with them, but man, This guy Ball got to show up, man, because I'm not impressed. You know what I mean? And I think he's hurting my team more than helping it.
I agree. He had a game the other night, and he scored no points.
No points.
0.
Broke my heart.
Now, point guard, I understand the old school point guard does not have to score everything, but he should have more assists and he should have at least a double-double.
I think it's, sorry to interrupt, I think his stat line was 0, 4, and 3.
That's not acceptable.
That's not a stat line, ladies and gentlemen.
That's not acceptable.
That's a shit show.
That's
That's how I call it.
Yeah, and I agree with him. Now, he had a major block, and the bad part about it was that the only thing that ESPN and Slam Online showed was the block. And the reason why they did that is because whoever his PR is wanted him to know that he scored. They never said he scored no points, but they did show that little block.
He had a key block, you know what I mean, the fourth quarter with under 2 minutes left when the guy hit a double pump. He didn't even attempt to block it the first time, but when the guy pumped it and brought it damn near in his face, he did put his hands up, ladies and gentlemen, and get a nice block.
Right, and that's not acceptable for a point.
It's not enough.
No, it's not acceptable.
29 minutes played, that's not enough, DJ.
How much did they pay this man?
You know, I'm not sure. I think the rookie contract max for number 1 to 3 players is around 23 to 24 million is what the rookie contracts is hitting for.
And that's and you got a 23 million contract or 22 million contract, and that's all you can come up with is a block.
And that's all you can come up with.
That's not acceptable.
That's not acceptable. Listen, and then you got 2 other guys. You got the guy Kyle Kuzma that was chosen number 27th. You got the boy Josh Hart that was chosen number 30 in this year's draft, and they're both working out and they're both playing better ball than Ball is, and Kuzma is like he's killing it. He's killing it. That boy is killing it, man. I really like him, but to be honest with you, who I feel like is being slighted the most out of everybody is the boy Jordan Clarkson.
I agree.
Jordan Clarkson was the starting point guard for the Lakers last year.
Yes.
Jordan Clarkson is also he's averaging more points than any bench player in the NBA as of right now this year alone. He's the front runner for sixth man of the year right now. He's coming in playing about 22 to 23 minutes a game. And he's putting up around between 18 to 23 points a game. And he's the backup for a guy that had 0, that had 4 one game, 3 another game, 6 another game. And the Lakers are actually winning a couple games more. They're a better team than they was last year. They are getting more. They are getting a couple wins there. I think they are actually a 500 ball club as of right now. And it's a couple close games that they could have actually won. That I feel like if Jordan Clarkson had played more time, had played more minutes, he would have actually raised the productivity of the team to the point where them a couple extra points they could have won. They just lost by a buzzer beater the other night, you know, to a good ball club. You know what I mean? To a good ball club. And you got to think this guy played 29 minutes with no points. Man, if he'd have had 6 points, we'd have won. Like, come on.
Yeah, I totally agree. But you know, the NBA, the NFL, and the all these, I'm not even gonna say all these major establishments,
right?
And all these major athletic professional places are all built on. They're all built on statistics. They're all built on ratings. I would say ratings. I'm not going to say statistics. I'm going to say they're built on ratings. Who watches it? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? And basically, at the end of the day, man, these athletes, and that's why they get mad. These athletes are slaves to the rhythm, and they know it. Now, they do get paid a lot of money.
They get paid a hell of a lot of money.
All of us would like to be in our position for as financial positions. But at the end of the day, these guys are slaves to the rhythm. And I think that what happens is the one brother from one of the teams, the one of the teams, he said that he'd rather play in a small city than a city like Miami or Los Angeles.
And why is that? I didn't read that article. Why is that?
Well, he said that he doesn't know that if he could perform at his highest potential in another city as he could in a slow city. And
wow, what's that about, ladies and gentlemen?
I said, he said, I don't know if I could perform on this level in Miami or in the Lakers or at LA. I'm sorry, you know, as I could perform in a place like Minnesota, you know, or the team that he plays for. And
but what the people out there need to understand is why exactly is he saying this? Like what is this? Give us a little bit more. Why is he saying this? Where's he coming from with this?
Well, but the reason why he's saying this is because the media is so influential with how that your life is determined. Is the reason why he's saying is like, I can play basketball. I can make 30 points a game because the only way you can go to the NBA is if you are the elite of your squad or your
class or your generation. Right.
Or you have to be an elite player. You cannot be a slot box to play for the NBA. If you scored 30 a game consistently, some scouts are coming to see you because they want to see who is this guy and what is his competition. Once they see who is this guy and who's his competition, then they'll take a look at you. And then once they take a look at you and they see that you're doing your thing, whether it's in high school, whether it's in middle school, people get drafted and scouted everywhere.
Okay, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
And then you might get from high school, you might go to college, and then from college you go to the NBA. It depends on where you're at with it. But at the end of the day, these people of the higher ups want to know who is he?
Okay.
What does he have to offer? And is he on this level or that level? And at the end of the day, if he's a grown man like LeBron James,
he's definitely a grown man, ladies and gentlemen.
At 18,
right.
He's going to the NBA.
Right.
If he's a grown man,
he's a man child, to be exact.
If he's a man child like Kevin Garnett, who messed up the whole NBA when guys weren't getting those $122 million contracts.
Okay.
He's changed the game. Don't get it twisted. Shout out to KG. Kevin Garnett, that's black excellence. You helped the brothers. Because people weren't getting those contracts that you got before you set it off. So shout out to Kevin Garnett. If you hear me, if you see me, shout out to you. Because we used to call you 120 in the hood.
Because he killed them with that 120.
We didn't say 122. We said 120.
He killed them with that contract. He killed them, man.
He
killed them with that contract.
We converted you. Your name was never no longer KG or Kevin Garnett.
It was the big ticket
that came later.
But when you got 122, you the big ticket.
Yeah.
I mean, bottom line, you the big ticket. Like, there's no other way to see that.
And the reason why I said is he's exactly right. It was the big ticket, but that came later after the negotiation. But when it was negotiated, when Kevin, you were jumping out your window and your mom didn't know you were going to basketball practice because she told you not to go because you was in trouble.
Right.
You was working on it, bro. So shout out to you. Salute. Kevin Garnett. And you're one of the reasons why.
You say he was working on it,
He was working on it. And you're one of the reasons why I came back to the Celtics. Because I ain't gonna lie. In the beginning, I was a Michael Jordan fan, and I still love Mike because Mike is a project of black excellence as well.
Why wouldn't you love? Well, I mean, if you love basketball, no matter how much you agree with his political agenda and where he stands on, certain situations, and why he ain't never spoke up on a lot of things that had to do with the black folk, if you want to just keep this on sports, you gotta love Mike.
I gotta love Mike because Mike set the bar for the other brothers. Mike was getting $30 million a year the first year.
No. False. That's false. Mike wasn't eating like that to his later contract.
Not the first year he played. I'm saying to the end of his career.
Okay.
He started getting $30 million for the first year to the end. He started getting $32 million to the second year of his career, and then he's getting down to 30, and then the Bulls, the 33. I'm sorry, 33 and a third. Peep the game, and then. I
hope you got your third eye open, ladies and gentlemen.
And then he went to the Wizards and got his last ending of whatever they was gonna give him. But he set the bar because that was unheard of from a player getting $30 million, $32 million, $33 million. Shout out to his manager and shout out to all his team that put him in position to make that kind of money because that was unheard of. But somebody went to the table for this guy and said, he's going to bring you guys a lot of money. Stop playing.
Yeah, and he did bring in a lot of money. I am not going to debate that one iota.
Black excellence.
Wow. Hey, listen, I felt like damn, like the way you screamed out black excellence. I don't know I didn't know what I should say after that, like, because nothing tops that. You know what I mean? Black excellence is definitely what it's all about. But it's another issue outside of the sports world that I want to touch up on because it's a concern of mine. Where is Kanye West? Like, these pictures they keep showing of this dude carrying babies here and being a butler here, and I don't know who this guy is.
I'm going to speak on a couple things about Kanye West.
Do enlighten us.
First and foremost, Kanye West, shout out to you. Salute. You are a great producer. You are a great rapper. You made a song called Gold Diggers. And you said, I never go get a white girl. I don't know the exact words to it, but you said I never go out with a white girl. So I'm like, okay, well, soon as you said that, you went and got a household name, Kardashian. And I'm not dissing you, Kim. I'm not dissing you by any means. But I'm just going by what you said, Chicago Kanye West. You were
Chicago Kanye. This is Chicago Kanye West.
Yeah, you were the guy that said, "I'm not going out like the basketball player. I'm not going out like Michael Jordan. I'm not going out like Scottie Pippen." And shout out to all you guys because you're not bad guys. But I'm not dissing nobody. But I'm just saying you guys got stardom and then y'all went and got a white girl. I'm not dissing nobody's races. I'm not dissing nobody's interracial relationship. If you like the person, you like the person. If you love the person, you love the person. Okay. It's none of my business.
All right.
That's what it is. Don't get it twisted for no reason. But I am old school. And when somebody says something, I want them to abide by it.
Right. Are you the guy you said you was? Staying on Kanye. You know what I mean? Yeah, he said the part about, you know what I mean, the whole thing about the white girl, and I'm with you, and that was a fact that I'm glad you know what I mean, you pointed out because he definitely said that. And why the fuck would you say that and then go, you know what I mean, and then flip the script and go live by that? But moving on, like, what the fuck did they do to this dude after he was ranting and raving and talking about Jay-Z and he did this and he did that and all that fly shit? We ain't heard a word in the most outspoken entertainer since I don't even know who to compare with this guy being so outspoken. And so this guy comes with so many drunken outbursts and he's so outspoken, and we ain't heard a word out of you in damn near 8 months. You know what I mean? After you dropped you mentioned Beyonce, you mentioned Jay-Z, you went on a rant in front of 9,000 people, and then the rest of the world heard it, and we ain't heard a word from this nigga. Diesel, what's up with him, man?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say that when Kanye went on stage, and I say they with a capital T, they knew that he was telling the truth. They knew that he wasn't a liar. They knew that that boy was on point mentally, but they tried to discredit him. They put that boy in the hospital. They went to come get that boy, and they hit him with the MK Ultra. Please listen to that.
Hold on. Two things, good brother. I don't want to lose the audience that we have. Explain exactly who they are. The Dollard Hour is here for your listening pleasure. And then when you get done telling us exactly who they are, explain to us what's this MK Ultra that you're referring to and what effect has it had on that gentleman.
Okay, they are the oppressors. They are the people that want to keep you back. They are the media. They are the negative and the haters. And at the end of the day, when you start exposing they do not want you to expose them because they will have less followers and way more haters. And who I'm gonna put it like this.
Break it down for us, my nigga.
Who the hell are you or are your black ass to sit up there and put our multi-millionaires, multi-billionaires out there
they're definitely upper
to
echelon.
shut us down, to make people not like us? No, you're not going to do that. What you're going to do is we're going to hit you with this hot shit, MK Ultra, to make your memory lose, make your memory go away, and then we're going to make you not be in the media, because we're going to give you some advice after we wear your ass out. And if anybody knows, once you give someone steroids, any kind of medication, pills, anything that is not natural to the human body, that it's going to slow your system down. When your heart slows down and your blood flow slows down and you start to eat food and take this medication, you start to blow up. That's fluid. Fluid starts to blow up. It's not food, y'all. It's fluid. And the medication does not release out of your body fast enough, because why? It's not natural. It's man-made. And the MK Ultra is a mental supplement to make you forget, to make you have amnesia, to make you forget about all the things that you stand by and all the things that you've done, because it's a military and a U.S. government drug for the enemy to make them not know what the fuck they just did. And what Kanye did is tell the truth and keep it the fuck real. Yeah, we say he rants. Yeah, we say he does this. Yeah, we say he does that. But at the end of the day, people compared him to the new Tupac, not in his lyrics, not in his hardness, not in his aggressiveness, but in his approach. And when you approach people certain ways, people get offended, because you're fucking, and that's the first time I cuss, y'all, you're fucking their hustle up. And some people's hustle is to hustle you, and some people's hustle is to what?
Some people's job is to hustle you, and some people's jobs
say it
is the hustle.
Okay.
Bottom line.
I didn't want to finish it because I know he knows. And at the end of the day, he's been hustled. I'm sorry.
You said the good brother been hustled.
He's been hustled because they said, "Yo, you're suffering of exhaustion. You're suffering of depression." They're telling this motherfucker what he's suffering of. No. Listen, I've been on the road for how long? Kanye been rapping?
You know what? I beg to differ. I agree with what you're saying, and I know where you're going with it. That's not what they told him. That's what they told us.
Oh, you're absolutely right. So they told us he's suffering from. That's why I love him. I ain't gonna say like, that's why I love him. He's gonna keep it 100, and he's not gonna let you phonies play games. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that's why I'm so glad to be blessed in his presence and be able to articulate myself and be able to say what's really good. And at the end of the day, yeah, they told us that he's suffering from depression. They told us that he's crazy. They told us that he's ranting. No, that man's telling the truth. He's been around Jay-Z. He kept saying Jay-Z's my brother, but Jay-Z never said Kanye was my brother.
Jay-Z never says anybody's his brother. Everybody claims him and he don't claims anybody.
They said Beyonce, he said, I'm not they. He said Beyonce's my sister and my brother's wife, but Beyonce said nothing about Kanye. Never. You Google it and you tell me what Beyonce said about Kanye. I bet it's nothing. These black folks are programmed. And at the end of the day, you keep wondering why this guy got with that girl in the industry. This guy got with that girl in the industry. This girl got with that guy in the industry. Why? Because the PRs and the powers look at me.
The powers that be.
The powers that be are telling you that, hey, get with her. She's hot. Get with him. He's hot. He can make you more popular. She can make you more popular. Nah, man. This is it's see my hands? This is called a puppet on a string. I can put 2 strings on my hand and I can make a puppet dance his ass off.
Absolutely.
Because I got 5 fingers.
Absolutely.
And a brain. So I can make everybody do whatever they want to do. But if I put puppets on a string, it's nothing real about this. It's just me working my fingers, and I could turn my mouth away from the microphone, and then it's like, okay, he's making this shit work. And it's entertaining. But is it real? No.
Is it real?
No. It's fake.
Wow.
It's fake. But at the end of the day, is it entertaining? Yes. So will I keep looking at it? Yes. Does anybody have anything on the TV to look at and relate to? No. So am I going to listen to this shit? Yes.
Oh my.
That's it.
Talk that shit. Talk that
I
shit,
have
Musa
to,
the Don.
because at the end of the day, you know, I put myself in that predicament. Why? Because I'm not the richest man in the world by a long shot, but I want to strive to be the richest man in the world.
Okay.
Black people need to be uplifted because we don't look at each other the right way, you know, and that's the part it hurts me because everybody's a crab in a basket. So we're not doing a crab in a basket on this podcast. We're doing let's get uplifted and let's get educated.
You know what? On another note, you know what? And that was I want to just give you credit because that was an excellent breakdown and you explained everything very thoroughly, not to leave anybody behind on anything that you were saying. But speaking of black excellence, and speaking of, I started to thinking about Black Rose, and when I think about Black Rose, that's the name of Tyrese's, the singer's last album, Black Rose. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, what the fuck's going on with this crazy motherfucker? Because this Ock bugging right now, and Ock's bugging right now, and And what's going on with? I understand the situation going on with your daughter, and I don't normally rant like this, and I'm only doing this because I'm thinking about my daughter. Dude, I mean, you run around with the sweatshirt that says your daughter rocks, and you crying over there. 13, I got friends that's millionaires, and I got friends that's billionaires, and what have they done, and where are they at? I mean, you bitching, huh? I mean, what's your thoughts on this guy, man?
My thoughts on Tyrese is you're clowning.
you're definitely clowning.
You're an R&B singer.
True.
You're an actor.
True.
You're an icon for R&B. You started off.
You're the Coca-Cola guy.
I don't have to say anything because he knew me since I was in preschool. He knew where I'm going at.
You're the Coca-Cola guy.
You're the Coca-Cola guy, and you set it off from Coca-Cola commercial. You was on the bus and you sung your ass off. We loved you for that. We loved you for Baby Boy. Mm-hmm. You know, but what we don't love you for is the dumb shit. You don't have
at
to.
All.
Let me explain something to all of y'all out there. You don't have to get on social media and sell your ass. We're all gonna love you for you. We're not gonna love you because you're crying out. You don't have to cry out to get fans. You don't have to explain yourself because my daddy taught me and my family taught me that it is what it is and you are what you are and you are who you are before you got here. So you don't have to explain to another man or another woman shit. Okay? Tyrese, if you didn't hit your daughter, you didn't hit her. Okay? If your baby mom's a no good slut and she's trying to get a buck, then cut her the fuck off, Tyrese. Stop fucking crying and being a hoe in the game and looking stupid. Because at the end of the day, you're better than that. Your baby's mom's not you. She can never be you. Because you set the path to pay the cost to be the boss. And your daughter is a project of you. So crying never got me shit except a wet face. telling another person or the world who doesn't care never got me nothing but humiliation. Okay? The women are going to say, damn, Tyrese, I'm sorry. The niggas is going to say, oh man, my baby mom taking me through the same situation. But real niggas is going to say, man the fuck up, nigga. Fuck that bitch.
Man the fuck up.
Fuck that bitch. And whoever the fuck else don't like it. And if you really taking care of your daughter like you say you is, hold it down. Keep doing what you fuck you doing. And be a man. And stand up when you piss.
Stand up when you piss.
You hear me?
And listen, he gonna hear this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tag him just so he get this.
Now I'm speaking on some real shit. Don't be a clown, man. Don't be a clown. Don't put matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you like this. If you're gonna be a clown, make sure you're in Barnum Belly and make sure you're getting paid for it. Ringling Brothers, all that. Or Big Top, because they got that in Philly every year.
So what you saying is you ain't got nothing against clowns. No. But if that's what you're gonna be, you know what I mean? Be the best clown you can be.
Be the best clown you're gonna be. Put the big shoes on, put the red nose on, and rock out. In the wig. And go to Philly because they got the Big Top right there, the hip hop joint. Right. And you could be a black excellence dude there, and you could be the short guy, the tall guy, the dude that can do this. And
you could be the guy that come flying out of a cannon.
Everything. We're not hating on you because you're getting a check. Get a check. At the end of the day, as long as you provide for your family, you're cool, man. Don't humiliate yourself though. I don't want nobody to humiliate themselves. Don't be a jigaboo and a tap dancer and a clown. And I'm nothing against tap dancers. When I say tap dancers, I mean don't try to tap dance your way into an organization.
This is how I feel about the situation, man. Like Tyrese, I just feel like you're doing too much.
Right.
You're doing extremely too much.
Facts.
I mean, it went on with before the stuff with your daughter started. It started off with you going at The Rock. You know what I mean? Because he got picked to do a spinoff. You know what I mean? That you felt like was setting the Fast and the Furious timeline back. Like y'all wasn't gonna be able to start filming y'all next movie due to the spinoff. Who you think the same studio gave him the spinoff that gave you that's doing the Fast and Furious? This is bigger than him. You going at him like he's the sole controller of your fate and your this and your that. I mean, you acting like a real. This is not how things go in Hollywood. And you're gonna fuck around and get yourself blackballed. Now I'm hearing that you're issuing an ultimatum of it's him or me on the next Fast and Furious. Tyrese, they would never miss you if they say not. If they don't choose to go back with you, nobody's gonna say, "Man, it's fucked up. What happened to Tyrese's character?" You've always been the flunky in Fast and the Furious. Nick, you know how many niggas, if they cast and call tomorrow to play the next flunky of Fast and Furious, it'll be 4 more million niggas that look just like your motherfucking ass, including me, lined up talking about, I'm Jody too, and I'm here to do Fast and Furious, and I'm with whoever y'all want me to be with, for a check. You know what I mean? So cut your bullshit out.
So Tyrese, do you know what The Rock is cooking?
Do you know? You know, the problem is he probably cooking rocks in his gooker.
Because that's what he always said. Do you know what The Rock is cooking? Right. And y'all never felt that. He was saying that when he was wrestling. And now he doesn't wrestle anymore. Now, do y'all still know what The Rock is cooking?
Do you still know what The Rock is cooking?
Because I think
and once you find out, do you hate him for it?
Because I think he cooked up a good batch of baked brownies. And if you know what baked brownies is,
explain to us what baked brownies is, good brother.
Loaded.
Ooh, loaded brownies.
Loaded. Do you know what The Rock is cooking, or do you know what's going on the stove?
You know what? You know what I mean? Moving past the stoves and the baked brownies, because I don't even know how the fuck we even. Cool, I'm with you. I love your analogies.
We're gonna leave that alone.
Whole nine, but we gonna move forward on.
We're gonna leave that alone.
We're gonna keep pushing on that one. Hey, listen, the next issue that I would love to bring up is the beloved Cardi B.
You know what? I love Cardi B.
Okay.
I love her movement. I love the way that girl went to social media. She put her thing down. She was a stripper. She told you what she did. She told you she was a hoe. She told you she was a thot. And then at the end of the day, she told you she could rap. She got a couple songs and they didn't work. She went to Love and Hip Hop. It worked and it gave her some more exposure. She got with Kodak Black. She took his flow, and at the end of the day, Kodak. Shout out to Kodak. Oh, excuse me, right hand. Shout out to Kodak Black.
Shout out to Kodak Black.
You did that first, Kodak. But at the end of the day, that girl made it sound better. Because nobody plays that song that you made. You know what I mean? And I'm not hating on you because you got a genre, a big genre of music. But at the end of the day,
niggas fuck with Kodak. I fuck
with Kodak. Yeah. Shout out to Florida. Shout out to that state. But at the end of the day, that girl made a good song with your flow, my dude. And at the end of the day, you got paid for it, my dude. So
absolutely,
let her be great. And at the end of the day, I like the way that you brought Safari on. I think that was
that was major. I like that.
I think that was so strategic.
Yes, it was.
Because you know what, Cardi, you know, and I know that Samuel made
Nicki Minaj.
Well, I'm not gonna say Nicki. I'm gonna say Anika. You know what I mean? That's what Beyonce said, so I'm gonna say it. You know what I mean? But all in all, she made Nicki Minaj. I mean, he made Nicki Minaj those hits.
He really did.
Since Nicki Minaj been away from him,
she been a fucking bust.
In my eyes,
she been a fucking bust.
Y'all can't see my eyes, but I'm gonna let y'all see them today. In my eyes. So I'm just saying, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? That boy made her do what she do. So, and once he got out the picture, her and Meek made a great song. I'm not lying. But did they make a great album? No.
Oh, you got to understand that Drake wrote that song that her Nicki, the song that the hit she had with Chris Brown and Nicki Minaj. Drake wrote, and the Meek Mills. Drake wrote Nicki Minaj's lyrics, so she don't get credit for that at all either.
Well, I'm not arguing the fact that Drake wrote it. I wasn't talking about Drake. I was talking about Stuntman. Right,
but what I'm saying is you was giving props to the song that. Okay. You was giving props to the song Nicki Minaj got with Chris Brown and Meek Mills, and you were saying ever since then, and I'm saying she doesn't get that credit because that was Drizzy's work.
Okay, so put it like this: you're absolutely right. If it's Drizzy's work, then we're not even talking about Stuntman no more. What I'm talking about is when Stuntman was on the scene, Stuntman was making moves.
Stuntman made moves.
Stuntman made moves. Yeah, and Stuntman was just on. What was that? What was on?
What, Love and Hip Hop?
He did the freestyle on Funk Master.
Oh, he murdered that flex joint.
And he tore that shit up, right? So that shows you that Stuntman is his own man. He's just, he's just making a stunt because he's not the guy to be the.
See, Stuntman is
not the front man.
Stuntman is not getting the people's respect because he's more in tune with his female side, his feminine side. Oh, you know what I mean?
Now I feel
no. Ain't nothing poke about him. Yeah, he running through all them. He running through them ladies out there. Yeah, he's running through them. Yeah. He come through flexing the 6-pack with a good clean smile, and at the same time, and he ain't gonna hurt nobody at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's the most friendliest, easiest, no unconfrontational person you're gonna ever run into.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's in touch with his female side. You know what I mean? And
what do you mean when you say he's in touch with his female side? Is he a tender dick nigga?
No. And what he means by tender dick nigga is a nigga that falls in love with any woman that he lays down with. He's not that, because the whole time he was with Nicki Minaj, he was running around banging banging a bunch of little freak joints as well. You know what I mean? So it ain't like, I'm in love with this girl or I'm cherishing this relationship. Nah, I'm using my stardom to get my smash on.
Oh, okay.
So he's not a tender. Okay. You know what I mean? He's really an opportunist. He's not a tender though. Okay. I give him way more credit than people give him because they say he's soft. He not a real nigga. He's soft. He's lame. He's this. He's that. No, he'll fuck your bitch and then get a check about the bitch. Right. You know what I mean? That's not the lame. That's not a lame ass nigga. I give him way more respect and way more credit than that. That's not who I'm taking to a gunfight. That's not who I'm taking to a rumble. And that's not who I even want to hang out with, because as soon as something go down, he's going to dip the fuck off on me and say, when I call him the next day, he's going to say, no, that ain't really happened. Nigga, they bust my ass. Nigga, where was you? You was next to me. Man, hey, listen, the bartender said, last call, I thought you wanted some drinks.
Right,
I thought you wanted another round. I was buying all night, wasn't I?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you was buying, but Man, that don't mean anything. Nah, you gonna have a dumbass conversation. You gonna feel like a fool when you hang the fuck up. So, nah, he's not the guy to run with. You know what I mean? Unless you getting a check for running with him. Right. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, he's bait. He's bait out here. Niggas gonna take from me. He's the Quilly Mills of Hollywood. Ooh. You know what I mean? Ooh. He's the Quilly of Hollywood. You know what I mean? Beat him with the belt, smack him, spit on him, take his chain in the McDonald's. All thing he gonna say is, "Why'd you hit me?" You know what I mean? On some old bullshit ass Slick Rick. You know what I mean? Story shit. So
check this out.
Spit it, my nigga.
I hear all that what you saying.
All right,
and I like that.
Okay.
I guess Safari felt as long as he got paid, he didn't give a shit.
He didn't give a shit. That's all he wanted was the bag.
If a guy kisses my girl in the mouth, that's cool.
That's cool.
If a guy does grabs my girl's booty in a video, that's cool.
That's cool.
You know, if a guy says he's messing with my girl, that's cool.
That's cool.
As long as I'm tearing her ass up and getting this check at the end of the night, that's all the hell it is.
And at the end of the day, I'm really not the sucker because I got about 9 bitches on the side that I'm knocking off, and I'll fuck anything moving. You know what I mean?
In my eyes.
So I'm really not the lame. So niggas can look at me how they want to look at me, but I'm gonna get this bag. And at the same time, if I catch her slipping, I'm gonna knock her too.
In my eyes. So the reason Safari is good, man, because he's still in it. He didn't give up. And at the end of the day, you know, Nikki. Now let's go back. You know, speaking of Nikki, where have we heard from her lately?
Check out your levels, good brother.
Speaking of Nikki, where have we heard from her lately?
I mean, she on the the new Migos Motorsport joint, which we don't know who the fuck wrote that. I gotta go check ASCAP for that one because I know she didn't. She ain't did much of nothing, my nigga. Everything she did on the strength of another motherfucker. You know what I mean? She on the Yo Gotti joint. Yo Gotti got the hit with the Rake It Up.
Rake It Up was a hot song. Rake It Up was definitely a hot song. And Nikki, we're not dissing. You just gotta check yourself, baby girl, because at the end of the day, you wanted to come at Lil' Kim, and not to take it off the subject, but I was watching a Lil' Kim interview the other day, and Lil' Kim said, I didn't come in the game dissing Queen Latifah. I didn't come in the game dissing MC Lyte. I didn't come in the game dissing Rod Digger. I came in the game saying, pay homage to these women that pay homage to me, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have, and wait a minute, shout out to Salt and Pepper, because she said them first. She said, I didn't come in the game.
You're now listening to the Dollard
Salt and Pepper.
Hour.
She was like, no, because if it wasn't for Salt and Pepper, MC Lyte, and the other ladies, Rod Digger, and the other ladies, Queen Latifah, that I wouldn't even have a platform. So at the end of the day, I can't diss these women. I can only salute them and pay homage. Everybody has to pay homage to the people that laid it down first. I know in life that the pioneers get shitted on first. I know that. It's sad, but that's what happens. The Cold Crush will never get respect for what they did.
The Cold Crush.
But Jay-Z said, you're going to pay for the shit that you did to the Cold Crush. He said that for a reason, meaning that you didn't pay them guys. No. You didn't put them on the stage. And when I say the stage, I mean the stage, ladies and gentlemen.
It was on Jay Jerkin Records.
Okay, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I'm going to make you pay for the stage. Big Daddy Kane didn't even get the stage. Was he one of the hottest rappers ever? Yes. Was Rakim one of the hottest rappers ever? Yes. Did he get the accolades? No. Jay got it. DMX got it.
Absolutely.
He didn't do right with it.
Okay.
Eminem got it. He's a white boy, but he's still hot.
Speak on it.
Who else? Dr. Dre got it. He's a producer, you know, and a DJ and slash an artist. He got it.
Okay. Speak on it.
50 Cent was the last guy that really got what he was supposed to get out of that. You know what I mean? They're not giving that out anymore. So shout out to all the people that's starting to get, and I love, right back to Cardi B. I love you, Cardi B, for your hustle. Absolutely. I'm a hustler by nature. Absolutely. I love your hustle because at the end of the day, you was a stripper and you took, and I'm not dissing you, baby girl.
Right. You stating facts.
You took that shit on the internet, and you got ratchet, and you got thotty, and at the end of the day, the people could relate to you. And as 2017, everybody wants to reach somebody.
I actually think that is what's going on with Nicki Minaj's demise.
We can't reach you, Nicki.
Nicki Minaj's demise versus what's going on with Cardi B. I think the industry realizes that Nicki's a fake motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Let's keep it real. Nicki, she's getting caught up in a lot of lies. No, she's not believable anymore. She's not believable anymore at all. Listen, here go another thing. It was a lot of bullshit that was going on when she came out on the Migos song with Cardi B with the Motorsport. Uh-huh. Now she's going to correct it in the end, but she first started off the reports hit the net that she did a song with Quavo on another song with a whole nother title. They took that verse, put it on Motorsport with Cardi B.
Okay.
Then by the time everything got leaked out, she gonna go do a PR move talking about, oh no, I did the verse for Motorsport, and then they called me, and then I agreed to they let Cardi B get on it. Bitch, that's a lie. That's all lies. I'm sick of your Hollywood spins. I'm sick of your fake Barbie bullshit. You know what I mean? You make good music that everybody else write but you. You know what I mean? Listen, you ain't keeping it real. I don't like the fact that you burn everybody that you was fucking with. You from Queens, but you wanted to go at 50 in them. Then you from Queens, and then you shitted on the boy Fendi in them. You know what I mean? Everybody, you was with Miss Deb. She sold you to these other niggas. You don't never give no credit to her and them. Like, you just like, I just don't like the way you move personally. Yeah, I like your music. Of course, Safri's a hell of a writer. If not Drake, if not Wayne, you know what I mean? They're excellent writers. That's what they do. You know what I mean? But I'm not giving you the credit that you feel like you deserve and the phoniness that you exude. You know what I mean? I'm about sick all the way up to my calves brim with your bullshit. That's why they not fucking with you. Now, if you take anything from this conversation, take this. Do some real shit, and we might start fucking with you again. But while you on your fake ass, I'm living in my Barbie mansion, driving my pink bullshit, man, fuck you with your bullshit. And you deserve to get your spot taken, because you don't deserve this spot, because phony ain't in right now. It's a whole new year. Too many people are dying. Too many real shits happening in this world with these earthquakes and this and that. Life is worth shit these days, and you keep fucking lying and thinking everybody dumb enough to believe your bullshit. Fuck you, Fat Sal. We ain't buying.
Fuck you, Fat Sal. We're not buying. Don't believe the hype.
Do the right thing.
Fight the power. Shout out to Chuck D. Shout out to Flavor Flav. Shout out to Spike Lee. Shout out to P. Diddy. Shout out to Jay-Z.
Hey, listen. Fuck all these shout outs. Hey, listen, my nigga. I want to touch on some other shit.
Hit it.
Listen, now, it was a big thing going on in the political world about 2 weeks ago where Donald Trump didn't want to release all the files from Kennedy or the Kennedy assassination. Who did what? Who played what role? You know what I mean? Was he dating Marilyn Monroe? Did he have a secret this with Marilyn Monroe? How long did that affair last? All this fly shit. Now, follow me, ladies and gentlemen, where I'm getting at on this one. Now I'm breezing through the internet, and I've heard murmurs of this in the past. Yes, I said murmurs, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? I've heard murmurs of this in the past, but this is about the it's a girl that's supposed to be the child of Martin Luther King that never knew her father was Martin Luther King. You know what I mean? Of course, she's older, you know what I mean? Boom, 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 you know what I mean? Whatever, like the case may be. But she just found out X amount of years ago that her father was Martin Luther King. And these are all files and things that the FBI already had stored, in their database and things like that. And these were things that they actually published once upon a time to discredit the civil rights leader off the strength of how can you believe in this guy like this and this and that? He got kids that he's not even telling y'all about. And the reason why I'm mentioning this, I'm swinging this thing whole full circle on the strength of, I want to ask you, good brother. It's a two-part question here. One is, why is it so hard to tell the public when you've had an indiscretion? If and this doesn't even have to apply to any one of those individuals particularly, but for people in the world, period, when you do have an indiscretion and a child is conceived from your indiscretion, why is it so hard to tell people what happened or how it happened or whatever the case may be? The same thing on with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, with him not wanting to mention. It was a big thing when Malcolm X came to him about, I heard you got all these kids. Remember in the movie, he went to go visit all the babies' mothers, and they had this and that to say, whatever the case may be. Why is it such a disgrace to have children? Why is it something to be ashamed of after the fact that you've done what you've done? And then why is it so hard for us to admit to the world that we do have children outside of our marriages, outside of our relationships? Why do we have to disgrace the child because we are too ashamed or afraid to make mention of these things? And I wanted to know, good brother, what was your intake on this? You take any piece of this conversation that I'm having or information that I'm spewing and chime in, where you like or you see fit.
Well, I'm gonna speak on the first things you said because we're gonna stick to protocol. I'm gonna say that at the end of the day, when someone has went outside of the relationship and someone has discredited the female or the male, they are so embarrassed. And if you are a magnitude and an icon like MLK or like the Elijah Muhammad, like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, you do not want your followers or the media to project you as some kind of, man, what is it called?
Womanizer?
Womanizer. You don't want to be a womanizer because then, at the end of the day, we have to all admit it. In media and social and music, the women are the ones who buy this. The women are the ones who look at this. The women are the ones who, take into all this stuff because they have more time usually and they have more input and they have more conversation on these things than men do, because a lot of times if you're a real guy, you're out in the field working. You're out in the field getting money. You don't have really time for a whole bunch of chatter and gossip and this and that and that.
Okay.
So women may have more time than that, and women can maybe stay home and get their bills paid by a real man. I mean, it's 2017. It's not like that now, but back then, that's how it was.
Right. Right.
And shout out to y'all ladies, because y'all ladies out here busting your ass, and I respect all your women.
Absolutely.
Y'all. Let that be known.
Absolutely.
So
shout out
let
to
that
Kitty.
Be known for shout out to Kitty. Shout out to Chris
Right.
and Chris. So at the end of the
Why
day,
not?
I know what
love
y'all
your
doing.
baby.
You know what I'm saying? And I see it. And shout out to y'all, and once again with the right hand salute. Now, moving right on, and rest of y'all need to, take heed, because the days of the begging Benny girl is over.
Go get your own, baby. You don't need that nigga for nothing.
In my eyes.
So
at the end of the day, and I know y'all say, well, the guy supposed to do, and he supposed to do. No, y'all supposed to do this, and y'all supposed to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's build.
We are all equal.
It's we. You know what I'm saying?
And right now, women even got a better shot at being more successful than the average black man, because for real, the grand scheme of things is to break the black family apart anyway. So they'd rather put the woman in position so she ain't got to respect the black man anyway. So therefore, the white man can get his hands on her. Oh my God! Don't let me go too deep, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen.
Word.
So to say this, to say that is get back to the subject.
Okay, let's do it.
It's like, okay, so you have a baby out of wedlock. Okay, you're married to your wife. You've been with your wife. You're doing this. You went out and cheated. I told women before, if your man's going out cheating, it's two things wrong. Either he's not happy, or you're not happy. But at the end of the day, if both of you are happy, that's not going to happen. Something's lacking from that relationship. Now, if he made a mistake, and it does happen, I hate to use the word if. But imagine.
Mistakes happen.
I like to use the word imagine, because I hate if and can't and but and won't, because that's not really a word. Somebody just put that in the dictionary. And it's a consonant. And I don't like consonants. But at the end of the day, imagine him doing that and it happened. Okay, baby, I made a mistake. I went out. I had a relationship with this woman. I had sex with her and, I ejaculated on her. And at the end of the day, now she's pregnant. Now, it's two things. I'm going to take care of the child or I'm going to pay child support to the child. But it's your responsibility as a man. But, women, you can't fake it because if you're pregnant, it's going to show in your stomach.
You know what? Know what? Hold on. I have to intervene and I have to interject. I must say that.
You are now listening to the Dollard Hour. Yeah.
I can see, and I know for a fact, because that was one of the hardest things that I personally had to do in my own life. Was bring that to the table, and admit that to my wife, that I had an indiscretion. And I can understand exactly what may have been going through, if it's correct, Martin Luther King's mental when he had the same indiscretion and was trying to figure out how does he let his baby know, if what he did and what was going on or whatever the case may be. But I think had I had the platform that he had at that particular time, I would have used it during one of my speeches so she could have took it a little bit more lighter. Because when I have a heart-to-heart with you and I say, baby, look, I got to talk to you about something. I want to let you know I met the girl, boom, boom, boom. Her name is this, blah, blah, blah. I ain't in no relationship with her. It was a one-night stand or whatever the case. I knocked her off a couple times, whatever the case may be. She told me she pregnant. I don't know if it's mine, but we gonna check. But don't hate me, and I love you. She probably gonna punch me in the fucking face. If you're dealing with a black woman, she gonna probably punch you in the motherfucking face, and you gonna have to sit there and get punched on, and you can't do nothing back because you the one in the motherfucking wrong. Because emotions is a motherfucker, and they gonna tempt motherfuckers to do a lot of things. Now, knowing he was gonna Loretta was gonna probably punch on him when he did bring that to the table that he had. Committed adultery and conceived the child from it. I would have did it on stage during one of my motherfucking speeches just so I could get the point across and I ain't got to worry about being punched on at the same time, ladies and gentlemen.
I disagree. Because me personally, I would have had that talk in the house, brother. I'm not gonna because now it's like I'm disrespecting my woman in front of everybody. I'm putting it out there. I'd rather tell my woman or my wife solo in the house and say, look, baby, I made a bad mistake. I messed up. Now I can come to the church or to the audience or to the media and say I did it because now my woman has heard it and she's accepted it. I don't want to put it out there for the first time in front of the media because that's going to break her heart. And if that's my wife, I love her with all my heart.
I'm not really worried about her heart's going to be broke either way that you lay the shit down.
Yeah.
I'm just trying not to get punched on.
I hear what you're saying.
So if I say, you know what, I ain't sitting there. My woman's crazy. I know what the fuck she gonna do. If I tell her this shit, I know how I'm gonna get this off. So I'm in the middle of one of my iconic joints.
Yeah.
I have a dream. I have a dream. I have a dream.
Yeah.
Also have a baby on the side. You know what I mean?
No.
But Red, I'm gonna talk to you about this after the speech. Hey, Red, we gonna talk about this after the speech. As I was saying, I have a dream.
No, it's over. You might as well go ahead and pack your bags, get up in the crib, and get everything you can.
She gonna run off the stage and dip off, and the house gonna be empty by the time I get there.
She's gonna be at the crib before you get there, baby.
Loretta, I know you go to your mom's house. I'm gonna be right over there. We're gonna still have this conversation. I'm coming right to your mom's house.
That's not gonna work with a black woman. I'm sorry, brother. Maybe in another life, but not in this
Hey, listen,
one.
but the whole thing is, you can go over her mom's house, holler at her, try to get your love, the love of your life back, and you might not still get punched on.
I don't want to get hit by a woman because I know if you beat your girl up, you're a punk. If she beats you up, you're a punk. Right. It don't work.
You can't win, nigga. You can't win. Hey, listen, I want to introduce the segment that I was speaking to, the fans, the followers, and everybody about before we started this podcast. I want to bring that up. And the segment is called Hypotheticals. And in this segment, I explain situations, and people can either comment on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and inbox me and let me know exactly how you feel about the, the particular situation, that was laid out. And you can hypothetically speak and give me how you would have handled this situation. And ladies and gentlemen, this week on Hypotheticals, I want to discuss a situation of women cheating on men and men catching women in the act of cheating. What do you do when you catch your woman in the act of cheating?
He's shaking the table. Now, what you remember that shaking the table chef? He's shaking the table. No, but seriously, I'm gonna set it off for y'all, and I'm gonna give my opinion.
Set it off,
and
good
then
brother.
Y'all go with that. If I catch my woman cheating on me, man, I'm done, because I figures like if she was that sloppy doing it, then she really cares about the guy.
She might have not been that sloppy. You might have been on your game. You might have knew that. Hold on. She normally get here at 6 o'clock every day. It's 9:30. She ain't answering her phone. First of all, she don't realize I got the tracker on her cell phone. Ooh. She don't realize I got the car she in. I got the tracking on the GPS of the car. I can call the number and say where's my vehicle at.
Stalker.
You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely, man. You know what I mean? but listen, however you got to get down the hell in your business, ladies and gentlemen, you do what you do. But you might have been on your shit to the point where you just called her. So then what, Diesel?
I love my baby mama. I never let her go.
And I understand that. And I do understand that.
No, but on a serious tip, shout out to DMX. But on a serious tip, yeah, it happens, and people get in that situation. But my thing is this, if we have to go that route and it's got that sour, me and a woman had that conversation a while ago, and I was like, if you fall out of love with your guy or out of love with your wife, is it we sleep in the other room every night and just continue this because of the kids, or
right.
We continue this because of the house, or we continue this because of the tuitions that we pay for our children, or we continue this because of the car payments or the insurance or whatever it is that you'll have joint, because when you get married or you are engaged or whatever the fact is, and you've been with a woman for a long time, and we're not talking about the one night stand and I've been with this girl for a year. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the real. So if you have a real relationship with a female as a guy, or you are female, you have a real relationship with a man, a real one, it's a certain level of respect that should be, branded. If that respect is not there, then you guys shouldn't be doing what you're doing. And if you are, you're faking. Shout out to Magic Don Juan, because he said you're faking with that coffee brown suit on.
My nigga, you ain't really touch on none of this shit you were supposed to touch on. I threw you the alley-oop. You were supposed to slam dunk it, and you passed it to another nigga. You starting to act like Lonzo Ball in this motherfucker.
Man, fuck that shit. Hey, listen, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm going to hit it hard then. Okay, at the end of the day, if I catch the lady cheating, man, I'm done with her. You know what I'm saying? Because I think she has respect for me.
Hey, listen. First of all, let's back up some. Listen, I'm pulling up to the scene.
Pull him to the scene.
But my navigation said that my car was parked on 59th Street in Lenox Avenue.
Let's talk about that. Why not?
You catch your woman. That's the car right there. Who the fuck in the passenger seat?
Okay.
You slide up.
Okay.
You see it's a dude.
Okay.
She ain't answering the phone off.
Uh-oh.
Boom, 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 boom. Matter of fact, you just know that the situation's not right because you know your woman and you know how your woman moves.
She ain't home at 6:30. She's always home at 6:30.
Yeah, but now it's 10 o'clock at night.
Ooh.
She said she was going to be here. You popped over a girl house. You see the car over there. The girl told me, I ain't seen her. What kind of shit is this? Well, don't get me in the middle of y'all bullshit. You know the fucking she's getting too defensive. So you know your girl's up to something because the motherfucker the alibi she used ain't adding up. Now that bitch got an attitude with you. So now you on an all out hunt. Now you runs into the motherfucking girl. She sees you. She takes off.
Uh-oh.
You get to following her. What's on your mind?
I'm gonna kill this bitch.
I'm gonna kill this bitch. But in the process of you chasing her down, she died.
How did she die?
She gets in a car accident.
Well, I gotta keep going. That's a mistake I just have to admit.
Because at the same time, what do you feel at that moment? Because if your thought process when you was chasing her was, I'm gonna kill this bitch, and you realize that the accident she just got in, you just killed her, how do you feel after the fact?
I just killed this bitch. Mission accomplished, motherfucker. Shit, what the fuck you talking about? Bitch, you should have been tricking.
Hey, listen, I want to leave this out here. At least, listen, please inbox me. You know what I mean? Please inbox the Dollard Hour Podcast at gmail.com. Inbox me at Dollard Hour Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I would like to know exactly how you feel about the situation. What would you do? How would you handle it? And what is right and what is wrong? Ladies and gentlemen, it's been nice. Tune in to the Dollard Hour every week. We're going to be coming with more and more and more hits. You know what I mean? I love this shit. This is the industry takeover. Here we come and we out.
Salute.
Peace.